Axios has mentioned the fact that Putin, in the beginning of his presidency, applied to join NATO. This was confirmed by ex-NATO head George Robertson. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Putin asked to join NATO and they said no. So why? If it's a defensive organization, why don't you want Russia in there, man? Come on. You're taking, all these countries, 30 countries in total, you don't want Russia? That's stupid. That's really, really stupid, honestly. Because the technology that Russia has, having Russia in NATO, this is great because you basically, bring them under your wing. You could look at it this way. This phrase in English, the saying, keep your friends close, your enemies closer. In terms of the United States view, if Russia is your enemy and they're applying to join NATO, just take them in NATO. I think it would have been very smart. You could have avoided any sort of war between the two countries with the most nukes. And again, I'm not singing any praises of NATO. I'm not saying NATO is a good organization or something like that. Especially after what they did to Libya, what they did to Syria, to Yugoslavia. You could make some arguments for NATO in the Cold War for sure. You could say, look, man, they need to defend themselves against the Soviets and all this. Yeah, fine. I get that. And they had their own version of the Warsaw Pact. Fine. I understand. But after that, you didn't need to keep it. Russia didn't keep the Warsaw Pact. They dissolved the Warsaw Pact. NATO should have been dissolved as well. Or at the very least, just keep your promise. Just keep your promise that you're not going to expand past Germany. This was the promise given by the Western diplomats to the Russians. It's in the minutes of a meeting that they had in 1990 during the 2+4 negotiations where they were basically trying to reunite Germany. The Western diplomats told the Russians that they accept, okay? They asked Russia, what do you need from us? What should we give you so that you accept German reunification? You remember Germany was split in two? And this is what the Russians said. They said, we will support German reunification as long as you don't expand NATO. That's not me saying that. You literally have the minutes from the meeting right here. So this is history. This is a historical fact on paper. This is from the Western diplomats said, we had made it clear during the 2+4 negotiations that we would not extend NATO beyond the Elbe. We could not therefore offer membership of NATO to Poland and the others. We might, however, consider referring to our interest in these countries in future NATO declarations. Do you see how clear this is? This was very clear. So don't come here and say this is a pro-Russia talking point. What do you mean? This is before anyone ever heard of Vladimir Putin. This is in 1990. I wasn't even fucking born. They're saying clearly we won't expand NATO. That's it. No, nothing for Poland. No one. We stop. Nothing past the Elbe. That's what they told the Russians. They lied. Do you understand? When you make promises to other countries and you lie, you will piss them off. Why do I have to explain this? Why did they act like children, like they don't understand international relations? Don't play fucking stupid with me. You know exactly what this is. You just don't like it.